Welcome. Welcome to Chicago IL. Welcome to Peri Vista, hashtag Peri Vista, part of the Peri Rally event here on Saturday, October 28th. My name's Dave. Hey Dave, hopefully the Wi-Fi holds up. Hello Peri Rally, hello Dave from Spokane. Hello Jim, hello Mark, hello Aya, konnichiwa. Welcome guys. We're at the top of the John Hancock Center. It's been cold and rainy, but looks like we have a little window here. Thanks for inviting Pete. Hello DJ, hello Abby, hi Jim, Belcho. Good to see you guys. So welcome here. Hello Dee, hello Melissa. Hello Hannah. Good to see you. Hello Norm. Thanks for inviting guys. Thanks for sharing. Great. This is awesome. All right, so we got a little time here. As you guys know, we started in New Zealand. We ventured through Japan. We made our way through Europe. We made our way through Berlin, through London, and now we're in the States. We skipped over from San Francisco from Tina here to Chicago. Hello Dana. Dana Cyril is the leader of Peri Rally, the event here where we have 28 broadcasters here from around the world. Scoping from high up top. Good to see you. Hello, Salome. Hello, Naya. And Aya. Hello, Sergey. Thank you for sharing Belcho. Belcho had a great scope from Sofia, Bulgaria, guys. So we had some really great broadcasts already. I think I'm still towards the pretty new, I'm still up there, so we still have a lot of broadcasters to go here. It's a 28 hour event. Again, guys, follow at Peri Rally, follow at Dana Cyril on Twitter and on Periscope so you can find the schedule. So we're going to walk around here. I'll give you a little bit of history and we'll do some points of interest here. Yeah, it's really pretty, right? So this is Lake Michigan, one of the 5 Great Lakes here in the Midwest here in Chicago. Hello, Zebra. What's up, Robert? Peri Vista. So hashtag Peri Vista. If you guys look on your broadcast, you guys can see Peri Vista. You do hashtag Peri Vista and you can see all the broadcasts from today. Thanks for the super hearts, guys. Thank you, Salome, for the super heart. Thank you, Belcho. So the John Hancock Center is actually 100 stories. We're in the 94th floor observation deck. It's called 360. It's 360 observation deck. Thanks for the super hot, Dana. Hello, Janine. Hasta la Peri Vista. Exactly. So it's 100 stories tall. The John Hancock Center was constructed in 1965. New York is better. New York is a great city, but we're not saying who's better and who's not. But I'm going to say Chicago's better because I'm a Chicagoan. Constructed in 1965. It completed in 1968. So it took 3 years to build. 1,128 feet tall, which is 343 meters. At the time it was constructed, when it was completed, the John Hancock Center was the second tallest building in the world. This is the origin. This is the headquarters of skyscrapers. The origin is in Chicago, Illinois, Chicago IL. The sky is immaculate, yes. And so this Peri Vista is home here to Chicago, high above, the home of the skyscraper. The second tallest building in the world at the time in 1968. Number 1 was in... have a Bloody Mary. No drinking for me. Hello, Judith. So close to the heavens, yes. It looks like snow out there, right? It could be snow. It's cold enough. The number 1 building at the time in 1968 in the world was the Empire State Building. Hello, Roger. Hello, John, Tizzy the Greek from Detroit, from the Detroit area. I won't blow away. I'm indoors. It's 27 in Minneapolis. So right now, the John Hancock Center, which was number 2 in the world, is now number 4 in Chicago. And you can see a building right here, this building right here being constructed. That's the Vista. That's the Vista building. That will be the number 3 building in Chicago. It'll be taller than the John Hancock. It'll be taller than the Aon building, formerly the Standard building. It'd only be second to the Trump building. Nice greens in the water. Yeah. Yeah. So great to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining here. This is a great event here. Peri Vista, hashtag Peri Vista. Follow Peri Rally. And we're going to take a walk around the building. We'll show what they have here to offer. And it's just a great sky today. Hello, Washington, D.C. Great to see you. 94th floor, yes. The John Hancock Center cost $100 million to build. Who's to the left? What's to the left? More water. More water. So we're looking out east here. So we're going to go around and we're going to go to the north side of the building. I will scope 1 hour right. Keizo-san, thanks for inviting followers. Hello, Chewy. Great to see Chicago scopers in here and great to see the representation around the world. Thank you, Masa Maiken, for the super hot. Any small before the show? Hello, Brigade. Yeah, this is a cool view. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we could be flying here. We're not too far from the clouds, guys. Thanks, Naya, for the super hot. So thanks again to Dana for scheduling and coordinating this event. It's not easy. We have 28 broadcasters around the world. We started in New Zealand. We're here in Chicago. We're making a pit stop here in Chicago. So the John Hancock is now the 4th tallest building in the world in Chicago, and it's 100 stories. It's 8th tallest in the United States, and it's probably in the 20s as far as the tallest building in the world. It's probably in the 20s or 30s. So many buildings have been constructed around the world. So many high buildings. It's the 3rd highest residence in the world. Number 1 is the Burj Khalifa, which was actually the architectural firm was actually in Chicago that built the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. The 2nd tallest is the Trump Tower here in Chicago, and the 3rd tallest is here at the John Hancock Center. Hello, Kate. So let's walk around. Hello, Denise. 1,120 feet high, 343 meters. It's a flat Earth video, yeah. Hello, Joey Giggles. Good to see you. Hello, Graham, City Flyer. It's insane. So looking down, you can see a swimming pool, which won't be used for another 6 months. Yes, Kate, no Chicago. Sunshine 1, no Chicago. Probably better than a lot of Chicagoans. So you can see Navy Pier right there with the Ferris wheel. It's about a 3/4 mile long. It's the number 2 tourist spot in Chicago upon further investigation. So you can kind of see so from a top here, we can see 4 states, okay? We can see 4 states from a top, either the John Hancock or from a top the Sears Tower. You can see Indiana. Indiana's down here on a clear day. You can see clear across to Michigan, which is about 100 miles this way. And then going to the north, you can see Wisconsin. And of course, Illinois, which is where we're in right now, Chicago, IL. So it's a beautiful day. Thank you so much, Kate. Appreciate it. So we're going to take a walk. We're looking east here. Thanks, Kate, for the super hot. So this is kind of cool right here. You've got the John Hancock Center with a skeleton on top. This is just a little replica of the John Hancock Center here. Hello, Camilo. My name is Dave. And you can see atop the Hancock, you have a skeleton. And he's trying to give someone a high five. Alrighty then. Hello, Melanie from New York, Long Island. The water looks like the Caribbean, but it feels like the North Pole. You want one. So we're looking north here. Now that little curl that you see, that outstretched piece of land, that's North Avenue Beach. That's probably the most famous beach here. Hello, Dallas. That's the most famous beach here in Chicago. That tall ship there, that's a restaurant. That's called Castaways. So Chicago, you can almost see Evanston, the campus of Northwestern University, is not too far from up there. So looking north here, Chicago stretches about 9 miles. You want to dive in. Chicago is a very big city. If you look north and south on the globe or on a map, Chicago outstretches, and Wisconsin's only about 50 miles north of here. So on a clear day, thank you, New York City girl. We can't see the Mag Mile. We're going to get there. Hopefully, you cannot speak English. Well, I can, and hopefully we can communicate. Thank you, Melly. So beautiful clouds here, beautiful day, great event, Perry Rally. So looking down here, this is Lakeshore Drive. The famous Drake Hotel is right here. Hello, Warrior Class. Thanks for the Super Heart, Melly. This is Lakeshore Drive, which normally is pretty busy, but today, not too bad. Not too bad. People are sleeping in, or people are taking public transportation today. 50 miles, Dave. Sorry, 50 miles is Wisconsin. 15 miles would actually be close to where I live. Thank you, Keizo-san. Where do they make pizza? They make pizza everywhere here in Chicago. Wow, 11 inches of snow in Duluth. It's a beautiful day here, guys. We're going to stay here a while, so sit back, relax, and I'll try to point out some points of interest here in Chicago that maybe I haven't even realized before being a broadcaster here. You have a friend who lives... Oh, nice. Nice, Abby. So this is looking north. You can probably see Wrigley Field from here. Thanks for sharing, Jim. The hot chocolate race is tomorrow, yes. The hot chocolate race. 15K and 5K. So Wrigley Field would be right in this area. It's about 8 miles north here of downtown Chicago. Now the John Hancock sits on the top north end. Hello, Midori. Midori-san. Hello, Nada. Nada Need. It is it's very nice here, Keizo. Yeah. It's nice to get a little bit of sun or snow. Exactly, Kate. Did they build a berry design? They did, actually. They did. Hello, Jackie. So sorry, guys, if I'm not hitting every comment. But this is looking north. Yeah, we're in the John Hancock Center. Yes. We're at the north end of the Mag Mile, so we're going to go check things out. We're not in the Sears Tower. So I'm testing the Wi-Fi here. Again, my name's Dave. Thanks, guys. This is the Perry Vista event here this weekend on Saturday here in Chicago. Watch out for bloody hands. Celebrating a little bit of Halloween here. They've got a little decked out. Thank you, BVHOB. Hello, Columbia. Hello, ID. Hello, Nelly. So you can see it's a little decked out here for Halloween. Guys, let me know if the connection's a little bit unstable. Hello, India. I'm using the Wi-Fi here at the top. We're not at the very top. It's 100 stories. We're on the 94th floor. Hello, Barb. Islands in the shape of a flame. Not sure. I've never been that observant about it, but I like it. Hello, Solange. Good to see you, Solange. So we're part of the Perry Vista event here. Hashtag Perry Vista. You can check out all the broadcasts. Connection's great. Thanks for inviting Nada. Thanks for the super heart, Midori. Thanks for the super hot. It is 2017. Amen to that. Sometimes I live in the past, but not today. This building was built in 1968. Almost 50 years ago. Next year will be 50 years. And they're celebrating a little bit of, you can tell this guy is skinny. That guy's a little bit too much Captain Morgan. It's a nice view of the skeleton with the North Avenue Beach in the background. It's like the U.S. Bank Tower, yes. I love it. Party for one. That's right. 360 Chicago, I love it. So welcome, guys. We're at the 94th floor observation deck here. A very skinny captain. Pirates of the Caribbean, Pirates of Lake Michigan. This is Pirates of Lake Michigan, the version that went right to DVD. So we're at the top. We're at 94th floor here in Chicago, part of the Perry Vista. Follow Perry Rally. Guys, there's 27, 28 broadcasters from around the world. No wonder you can't get a table. This guy won't give up his seat. Does he have a cigar? Oh, no, he's got a sword in his mouth. Oh. I don't know. Very cool. A little Captain Morgan in the morning. What is that point called? Right here? That's North Avenue Beach right there. Would the old Megs Field be on the south side of the building? Yeah. He was, Naya. He was put out of his misery. Hello, Simon. Great to see you, Simon Iggy. Cheers to Captain Jack, right? So, yeah, we're going to make our way down south, but you can see looking north here, this is still the, right down here, this is Michigan Avenue, and then we'll look out west and we can see with some bloody hands. Did I show the ride? Oh, not yet. We're getting to that part of the building. The tilt. Kate, did you ever do the tilt? Thanks for inviting Abby. So here we are looking west. Looking west. Let's see how keen of an eye you guys have. Are you guys familiar with McDonald's? So right there, this is River North. This is the River North area here in Chicago, which is the north of the river, of Chicago River. That's the 50s McDonald's. McDonald's was originated here in a Chicago suburb called Des Plaines. Thanks for inviting Midori. So right there is the 50 Rockin' McDonald's. Very popular here in Chicago. Rock and roll McDonald's. Exactly, Jim. The Golden Arches. Exactly. So that's River North. River North is a great area for restaurants, clubs. It's a very cool scene up there. Thanks for sharing, Nene. There's also a Rainforest Cafe there for all you Rainforest Cafe enthusiasts. So if you look down low, this is the Mag Mile. The first McDonald's is in Downey, California. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. But that's okay. Good to see you guys. McDonald's was originated here in Chicago. Where are the bears? They're hibernating. They're hibernating. I'm going to catch my sleep. I'm going to hibernate myself when they play tomorrow. There's the Sears Tower, your Tower of Power, the tallest building here in Chicago. At one time, it was the tallest building in the world, built in 1974. We didn't scope. I didn't choose to scope from the Sears Tower because they didn't open until 10 o'clock, and there's usually an hour and a half wait on the weekends. It is cold here, too. It's cold here in Chicago. So the Sears Tower is a little bit taller than the John Hancock, but this is a great view here in Chicago. You work at Union Station. Beautiful. Yes, we are very friendly here in the Midwest. The temperature here feels like it's in the 30s. It might be in the 40s. McDonald's came from Chicago, yes. And the first McDonald's was in Chicago. It was in Des Plaines, Illinois. It's the Hancock, not H-A-N-D. But thanks for playing. Hello, Spain. Hello, Linda. Beautiful view, yeah. So that's the Sears Tower right there. So we're looking a little bit southwest there. And looking totally west. Right here is the United Center. Right at the tip of my finger. You prefer the pizza. That's the United Center. That's where Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls. He won 6 championships in the 90s for the Chicago Bulls. So that's on the west side. The west side stretches about 8 or 9 miles. O'Hare Airport is about 25 miles from here. Straight west. Or a little bit northwest, I think. The pizza is good here. Probably the best in the land. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the south part of Chicago. Hopefully, we'll have Ray Kroc stole the name. Gotcha. Well, hey, I'm glad you know your McDonald's history. That's very important. Very important. You're making me hungry. Yes, it is Naya. And, yes, I've been to New York. I've been to New York, yes, several times. Chicago deep dish. So we're looking west here. Again, this is Chicago guy, Chicago IL, part of the Perry Vista event. Do the tilt. Jim is way out this way. JS Scope, if you guys know JS Scope, he's way out in the west suburbs there, northwest suburbs. Yes, I do like New York pizza. I do. I like Chicago pizza. All right, so I can cross my fingers here and hopefully I'll have a good connection. There's a swinging bat. Or that's a dove. That's a dove. Who is related to the pigeon, by the way. I'm next to the tilt. Watch out for bats, guys. Watch out for bats. Yes, it is Pete. DJ's a simple man. All right, so we're coming up on the tilt. And right here, we've got another friendly guy just hanging out in the hammock and giving the, just a little wave right here. Old duck. Hello, Ronnie Lala, G. Good to see you guys. We're on the 94th floor here, and we're hanging out with some skeletons. They're decked out for Halloween. His name's Robert Bones Jones. Chicago winters aren't that bad, they said. Awesome. Hammock on the Hancock, chilling like a villain. He hanged out to death. Love it. Pizzeria Uno, yes. Pizzeria Uno is actually down this way. Pizzeria Uno's down this way somewhere. What time is it now? It is about 5 minutes to 11 o'clock a.m. here in Chicago. Yeah, sorry, Robert. But you're the only chill vibe scoper. I think you're safe. He's chillaxed. All right, Janine, great to see you. Awesome. So we haven't really covered the whole building yet. Hello, John. Thank you, Simon. I'm just happy I still have a connection, so this is really good. I can still scope 30 more minutes. I might. The lake's on the other side. We'll make our way to the other side. This is looking down here. This is part of the Mag Mile. So the John Hancock Center. This is Michigan Avenue. We're at the top of the Hancock, and going south will be the Mag Mile. All right, let's go a little bit south, and we'll say goodbye to our friend Robert Bones Jones. Chilling like a villain, relaxing and maxing. See you later, Robert. Now this is looking south here. Right here, that's the AON building, the Standard Oil building. I'm not going to lay with them. No, that's the third tallest building in Chicago. Right next to it, there's the Trump Tower. That's the second tallest building. And then the Sears Tower right next to it. Beautiful day. Actually turned out to be a really nice day. Thank you guys so much for the hearts. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for Dana Cyril to putting this event all together for Perry Rally. I think I'm scoper number 10 or 11 out of 27 or 28. So guys, all day today on Saturday, we have scopers from around the world. We started in New Zealand. We went through Japan, all across Europe, here in America. What preceded me was in San Francisco. Tina _SF did a great scope right by the Golden Gate Bridge. And we're going to continue next in about a half an hour. Gilo, the real Greg Lopez, the real Greg Lopez will be next scoping from Hawaii. Brother Greg. He's real, and there'll be a real scope in Hawaii. Thank you to Dana. He is the real Greg Lopez. He's one of the best scopers here on Periscope. That's how real it gets. He's postponed. It's raining in Hawaii. He'll scope later? Okay. So he's got some real rain then. See, the real weather. He is the one and only G-Lo, exactly. He's one of the guys where whenever I see his broadcast on my feed, I try to join when I can. So we're looking southwest here in Chicago. Looking down, this is the River North area. Nice hotels, nice restaurants. He's not fake. No, he's not. Absolutely not. I can scope another hour. We'll see how long the my hand can hold up. Chicago architecture is pretty outstanding, right? So we're looking down here, and let me just put you guys in portrait mode for a second here. So the Mag Mile is the Magnificent Mile here in Chicago, right? Keizo's on Sunday already. Well, thanks for staying up, Keizo-san. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's right. It's just past midnight there. So this is the Mag Mile. So if I expand this and I try to zoom in a little bit, you can see the top of the Intercontinental right here. And then behind is the Tribune building. And then you can barely see the Wrigley building, which is right here. So you really can't see the Wrigley building, but you have buildings that were built in the 1920s, early 1920s, late 19-teens. And then right next to it, you have buildings that were built 100 years later. That's the architecture of Chicago. That's awesome, Keizo-san. Be safe. Are there any charging ports there for mobile devices? I haven't seen any, but if you can bring, I brought my Anchor battery, so I should be okay. So I'm going to scope as long as I can. Thank you so much, Belcho. Your view was incredible. You've got mountains. We have the flattest land in the world here. Netherlands is number 2. I think Dana actually looked that up. Exactly, DJ. Exactly. I'm on a pitch count, especially for the World Series. Hello, Rodman, 90 from Detroit. Hello, Rodman. So we're not too far from Michigan. And actually, on a clear day here in Chicago, we can see 4 states. We can see the state of Illinois. We can see the state of Indiana, which is this way. Across the lake, we can see Michigan. And then up north, we can see Wisconsin. You've been to Chicago. Come back to Chicago. Hello, Bob Dylan's Harmonica. The Sea Dog boat is awesome, right? Have you been on that thing? It's a flat earth. But the clouds are amazing. The sky is amazing. It's a beautiful day for a wonderful, wonderful Perry train, a broadcast for Perry Rally. Hashtag Perry Vista. Can we see Galena? Yeah, almost. Where's the state of confusion? Behind the iPhone, Dave, is the state of confusion. Yeah, the reflection of the sun is beautiful, isn't it? It looks so calm. Thank you, Sergey. Thank you so much for joining. The 95th floor is free. I know. But I wanted to be on the 94th floor. I didn't want to be stationary because the 95th floor is actually a restaurant called the Signature Room. And the 96th is flat and boring part of the earth. Yeah, Chicago. The 96th floor is the Signature Lounge. And you can walk around a little bit, but I think the 360 is the best floor to be on to actually get all the views of Chicago, and you can freely move around and not have to dodge people eating dinner or eating breakfast or trying to enjoy a cocktail with the views. This floor right here, the 94th floor, the 360, is the best view here. Konnichiwa, Aya. The 96th floor is great just to chill out, right? It's great. I love it. In fact, one of my first scopes here, do you have to pay to get in? If you're a Chicago resident, I think it's like $10 to get up to this floor. To get up to the Signature Room and to the Signature Lounge, it's free. It's free. Exactly, Keizo-san. Isn't nature just awesome? Isn't it great? It's so calm from up here. Let me put you guys back in, there you go. Put you guys back in the horizontal here. There you go. It could be rain, it could be snow in the distance because it's actually cold enough. Actually, way far down there could be rain, yeah. It is Midori, it's a tourist spot here. The John Hancock, yes. Hello, Chris, free to laugh now. Love this city too. I paid $10 to be at this floor. Yes, I did. I paid. And I skipped my $5 coffee. We're going decaf here, guys. It's Decaf Saturday here in Chicago. So look at the rooftops here, just looking down. All these condos. Exactly, Bob Dylan. I'm surprised the connections held out so great. This is the Streeterville area. To the left here, you see a little bit of the Miracle Mile where Ferris Bueller was in the Irish Day Parade. That was down Dearborn. You paid €3 for your scope. Well, hey, you know what? High five to you, my friend. Thank you, guys. Thanks. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comments. I'm open. If I'm wrong about any historical facts, I'm cool with that. Hello, Rita. Halipu. Who Arias. Wawa. Hello. Hot chocolate races are tomorrow for Perry Aurelio. There you go, Jim. You'll have to buy me like a Diet Coke tonight. I'm not partaking in any beers, but I appreciate it. We'll have fun tonight. Thank you, Roger. Hello, India. No beers tonight, Jim. No beers. But it's going to be fun. I'm going to hang out with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll watch you guys drink. Hello, Scoping Products. Thanks for joining. I'm sure when I visit Chicago. Yes, definitely, Midori. So the number one tourist building to actually go up to the observation deck is actually the Sears Tower. No beer for Dave. It's not windy. Not in here. The infamous Chicago fire was down here, downtown. So we're still in River North. Now the building right there you see is the Trump Tower right there in the middle where my finger is. That's still River North, but where the Sears Tower is, the Great Chicago Fire wiped out that whole loop area, 3.5 square miles. Because back in 1873? 1873, no diet, just a little different, doing something a little different. It's okay, Jim. It's okay. I'll smell the beer. I'll smell it. You can throw it down. $10 is cheap, Keizo-san. Thanks for the backup. So the Great Chicago Fire wiped all that because it was all wooden structures back in the day. 1870s was all wood. And then they said, you know what? We can't do wood anymore because we don't want another Great Chicago Fire. So then they started thinking about different ways, steel, cement, stuff like that. And that's when the first high-rise in Chicago was constructed in the 1880s. It was only 10 stories tall. Fake Chicago. Well, this is a real scope, Electron. Thanks for inviting Wawa. Thanks for inviting your followers. Yeah, smell the beer. All right. So this is the south. This is south part of Chicago. We'll check out the ride here. Again, we'll say goodbye to Robert Bones Jones. You like the smell of Pepsi in the morning? Oh. All right, I hope the connection still stays. So a couple of years ago, tilt. So this allows you to get a different view of the city. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do the tilt. It's $8 per person, but I'm not going to do it. You like the smell of coffee in the morning. Not bad, Nada. That's great. I'm glad the connection's really staying. So you can see it's a little decked out for Halloween. And you don't see these guys screaming or hollering. It's not a very scary ride. It's just a different view of Chicago, and it's really safe. It's very safe. They drop you down about at a 45-degree angle. We're going to go outside. They charge for it. So we're not going to go on it, not because they charge. Hello, Tina. Say hello to your waiter. All right, so we're going to go back outside. They've got a little area here where you can actually feel the weather We're not going to stay here too long, but I want you to hear the sounds of Chicago, feel the wind. So it actually feels like you're actually in Chicago here. You can maybe hear some of the traffic. It is cold up here. It is screened in. $8 to lean. Yes, it is. Kind of crazy. So the view here isn't that great, but it's a different area here in Chicago if you need a fresh breath of air. This is a good place to go. Hello, Mokhtar. So you can kind of hear, usually on a busier day, you can hear the cars down below. I will not jump. I don't think I could jump. There's no way. Thanks, Pete. Awesome, Keizo. Good to see you, Mokhtar, from France. Paris. All right, so we're going to go back here. You know what? You used to be able to smoke out there. That's a really good point. You used to be able to smoke out there, but not anymore. Traffic noise, you don't miss it. Awesome. Thanks, guys, so much for joining me here, and I appreciate the hearts. I do appreciate the shares and everything like that. It's a great day here. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Chicago. I was born in the suburbs of Chicago, Solange. Yeah. Looks like Toronto by the lake. Sweet. So a lot of people are starting to come here. Very calm, yes. So here's another view. Thank you guys so much. I think the next person is Greg or Gilo. Hello, Airbro. This is Chicago, yes. The population, a little bit under 3 million. Discrimination of what? There's no discrimination on this broadcast. Appreciate it, Solange. I appreciate that. Coming from you. Anything coming from you is a compliment. Hello, Kathy, Floridan 53. So, guys, follow Perry Rally on Twitter and on Periscope so you can see the whole schedule of all the Perry Vista broadcasts today. It's raining in Hawaii. Okay, got it. Got it. So we'll stay on for another couple minutes. Is Soldier Field visible? Let's see. A little bit. There's Soldier Field right there. Where's my finger? I'm trying to find my finger here. Can you guys see the Soldier Field in between the two buildings? There it is. That's Soldier Field right there, in between the Aon building and that other building onto the side of it, which is the Aqua building. Sweet. And then right next to it, you can't really see, that's the museum campus. Right here on the side, that's the Shedd Aquarium. And that's the museum campus. And right there is the Adler Planetarium. I can't find my finger. Hello, Los Angeles. That's the Adler Planetarium. The best view of the Chicago skyline is actually from the Adler Planetarium. Oh, discrimination for not smoking. Okay, got it. Got it. Sometimes I read things in bits and pieces, guys, so I apologize for that. So again, in 1968, the Johnny Hancock was completed in 1968. At the time, was the second tallest building in the world. You've got a figure for me. I hope it's a good one. Arrow 71. I hope it's a good one. Yeah. Great museums here in Chicago. Great improv, concerts, neighborhoods. It's a great city. It's a lot of fun, Manny. A lot of fun. Good luck on your garage sale, Jan. So thank you guys so much. If you guys seen Adventures in Babysitting, this building right here, it's a triangular building right there. Right next to the carbon and carbide building. You see that little gold thing sticking up? Right next to it is the Adventures in Babysitting building. It's the former Cragen building. And that extends down Michigan Avenue. And there's the Prudential building. That's 2 Prudential right there. And then there's the AM building right there. Yes. Great 80s reference, right? So a lot of 80s movies from John Hughes was used in Chicago, like Home Alone was from the north side of Chicago. You got Ferris Bueller's Day Off. A non-John Hughes movie was Blues Brothers, made famous. So Chicago has a lot of great movies. I do like Navy Pier. It's very touristic, but it's a great pier. It's about 3.5 miles long. They've got some really cool restaurants. There's stuff there for the kids. There's a children's museum there. So that's where your insurance money goes. Yes. Breakfast Club was on the north side of Chicago. Sorry guys, Risky Business was on the north side. Thanks for sharing, Wawa. 16 Candles was on the north side. Yeah. Second City. Yeah, Second City. Yeah, Second City Comedy. Anyone who graduated from Second City on the north side of Chicago went on to Saturday Night Live. So there's Navy Pier right there. There's Lake Michigan. Great clouds. Great day for a Perry Vista scope here from Chicago. Chicago IL. The Untouchables, yes. An 80s movie weekend, yes. I think John Hughes was born on the north side of Chicago. He loved the city so much. Most of, if not all of his movies. I think Uncle Buck was on the north side of Chicago. Uncle Buck. The Vacation movie was from the north side of Chicago. Not really swim, Midori. I really don't swim in the river or in the lake too much. There you go, Ferris Bueller. Colbert is a Second City graduate. I didn't know that. I watched Colbert last night. There you go. Have a deep dish pizza and watch Ferris Bueller today. So guys, again, thank you to Dana Cyril, who coordinated this whole event. She's been the coordinator of all the Perry Rally events for the last two and a half years. I do work in the one of the buildings here downtown Chicago, this way, yes, by the Sears Tower, yeah. Thank you, Mokhtar, yeah. So thank you to Dana Cyril. If you want to keep following the Perry Vista broadcasts from around the world, thanks, Keizo-san. The Cubs have next year. Leroy Brown is on the south side, yeah. The clouds are nice, right? Clouds are beautiful. Thanks to Dana again for coordinating the scopers together. We have 27, 28 broadcasters. I think I'm in the middle, and so we have several other great broadcasts to go. Check out the schedule if you follow Perry Rally on either Twitter or on Periscope or both. Do that. You can follow the schedule. Or in your search engine on Periscope, you can put in hashtag Perry Vista, and you can follow all the broadcasts today. And it's just, Periscope brings the world together, doesn't it? No matter what anyone says, there's no doubt about it. Periscope brings the world a little bit closer. Thank you, Diana. There's no doubt about it. The proof's in the pudding, guys. The proof's in all these broadcasts. And what Perry Rally does, it brings everybody together. Thank you, Wawa, for the super hot. Thank you, Abby. Nada's on. Nada Need, guys. Follow Nada Need. She's on. A lot of great broadcasters that are in here have already scoped or will be scoping. So if you check out the schedule, guys, you won't be disappointed at all. You can see just how wonderful this platform is and how it can be utilized. Hello, John. Far East Travel. Great to see you. Judy R's is scoping in an hour. Okay, great. So Judy's the next one. Thanks, John, for inviting your followers. Hello, Mexico City. So I'll stay on for a little bit more. Hello, Laura. Loving Life, Florida. It's about 11:15 here. It's about 11:15. So, okay, I still have a little bit of juice left. Loving Life, Florida. She's the one that got me onto Periscope. That's my sister. So, Laura, I know you just started following Dana. So follow Perry Rally, Laura, to find out more scopes here for the Perry Rally, Perry Vista event. One more solid hour. Thanks, John. Thanks, John, from Taipei, Taiwan. Great scoper out there in the Far East. So we're looking south here in Chicago. Sears Tower's the tall one. Stoic black building, the Tower of Power. If you guys follow my morning broadcasts, I always refer to it as the Tower of Power. Well, that's politics here in Illinois. So, you know, we're the city of big shoulders. Hello, Felicia. Great to see you, Felicia. Thank you, Perry Raleigh, for joining. Wow, that's a treat to have Perry Raleigh join on the Perry broadcast. Thank you so much. Where's the bad part of town? There's good and bad in everyone, but we learn to live. The morning herd, yeah. So if you guys follow my morning herd scopes, you guys see me give a shout out to the Sears Tower, which is, a lot of you are around the world, you know it as the Willis Tower, but it's the Sears Tower to Chicagoans here. I call it the Sears Tower, the Tower of Power. I walk by it every morning on the way to work. Good to see you, Felicia. Hello, Soaring Over. Good to see you. It's also known as the Willis Tower, yeah. And the next sponsor, we'll call it something else, but it's a Sears Tower. So again, we're inside the John Hancock Center. The herd's the word, exactly, John. Let me take you a little bit back north here. They've got a capsule of the United States Skystone capsule for some reason. Thank you so much, Simon. Hello, Los Angeles. You don't know Willis? Thanks, Nada. Looking forward to your scope as well. So here's a better view of Navy Pier. Now that Ferris wheel is newly constructed. It's a brand new one. They tore down the old one. They put the new one in, and it's actually pretty nice, and it's taller than the old one. I don't know if it's bigger than the London Eye, but it's pretty darn big. Now the pier stretches about 3/4 of a mile. My dad used to fish here back in the day. My dad used to fish here. Ask Dad about that, Laura. Ask him about that, if he used to fish here. And he better say yes, because I just outed him here on Periscope. I can kind of sound like Frank Sinatra in the shower, but not here on Periscope. This is my kind of town, guys. It's a great city. Kudos to Dana Cyril and Perry Raleigh for finding scopers around the world that are willing to share their city or wherever they live in, because sometimes we just don't know what's happening across the globe, and events like this bring us a little bit closer. That's Northwestern University right here. They have a campus here downtown. 18 tropical storm, what is that? Don't know what that is. There you go, hashtag Perry Vista. Thank you, Felicia. Hey, Matt, good to see you, Matt. 27 scopers today, yes. So we're looking across, we're looking east here on a clear day. On a clear day, you can see the state of Michigan. You've only been to the airport. Favorite meal? Wow. I'm a pasta lover. I love pasta, and I love steak. So it's a toss-up between a good meatball pasta and a good filet mignon. I guess I'm old school, but because they've got some great steakhouses here. Chicago Cut's one of my favorite. But I would say pizza. I would say pizza is number one, for sure. That's definitely old school, John. Rosebud is good, too. Yes, Jim. Thank you to Perry Raleigh again. There you go, Jan. Put a steak in your spaghetti. Lazy dude, I love it. Thank you, DJ. Deep dish pizza, yes. Yes. We love people visiting here from other parts of the world to try the deep dish. Definitely. What is the parking like? Parking's a little expensive here downtown. A little expensive. But just like in every big city, parking can be a problem. There's more room on the south side. The south side expands about 17 miles. The north side is only expanding about 9 miles. South side has a lot of great neighborhoods. A lot of old school neighborhoods. South side, you know, a lot of manufacturing. The steel mills were on the south side. Looking this way, you had the factories. A lot of immigrants from Poland came over to work in those factories back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, all the way up to the 1940s. The stockyards are on the south side. They still have an area that's dedicated for the stockyards. The neighborhood's called Back to the Yards because literally the people that lived in that area, their back was to the stockyards. So if you look at Chicago history like on YouTube, or if you follow anybody who's scoping here in Chicago, there's a lot of history in Chicago. Chicago was at one time the main hub, main transportation hub for the world, distribution center for meat, for almost everything. The railroads, a lot of central railroads came through here, and they still do. It's very flat. It's the flattest place on earth. The Netherlands is second. Thanks, Rosendo Moreno. Great to see you. So, guys, we're going to end the broadcast. I love it. We do have to end the broadcast. Wrestling was here too, yes. Most importantly, we're going to end the broadcast on a replica of the Hancock Center. Chicago is a great place for architecture, Mokhtar. Yes, it is. Hopefully I can do some broadcasts that'll show the architecture here. So we're going to end the broadcast here on our skeleton friend here atop a miniature John Hancock Center. So thank you guys so much for joining the broadcast. And thank you, John. Thank you, Aya. Aya will be scoping a little bit later, guys. Thank you, John. Thanks again to Dana Cyril. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, DJ. So, guys, here from Chicago, Chicago IL, follow hashtag PeriVista in your search engine under broadcast on Periscope, and follow Perry Rally on Periscope and on Twitter. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Pete. Have a great day, guys. See you guys soon. Wave goodbye to the skeleton. Take care, guys. Thanks, Nada. See you later, Nada. Bye, guys.